Haley Welch, best known for her off-the-cuff comment,
"What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?"
You gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing, you get me?
is under fire after releasing a crypto token that many people online are now saying was nothing more than a scam.
It's made for the sake of rugging her viewers within the first hour of its launch, and I feel like everyone in the world should have seen this coming, but somehow still they were able to make tens of thousands of dollars rugging idiots.
Thank you to all my true fans and all the people that actually watch my stuff and they keep up with me. We're trying to sort out all the pieces and stuff to like get all this figured out and make everything right.
One viral video, that's all it took to launch a regular girl into overnight stardom. Haley Welch, now known as the Hawk Tuah Girl, became an internet sensation after a Tipsy Street interview. Slurring her words and laughing, she blurted out a bizarre yet oddly genius phrase that instantly caught fire.
You gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing.
Within moments, the internet exploded. Haley turned into a living meme, a symbol of a new age viral celebrity. Random, chaotic, but weirdly captivating, just like Cash Me Outside from years ago. Everyone adored her unfiltered, silly charm. To Haley, it felt like she'd struck gold. From a short clip, she dove headfirst into the entertainment world, selling merch, launching a podcast, and signing brand deals. A regular factory worker suddenly plunged into the chaos of celebrity life, with all its pitfalls. But the limelight burns bright and fades fast. Only 176 days after her rise, Haley's popularity crashed. She was accused of hyping a shady meme coin, investigated by the SEC, and dragged by an angry public. Every comeback attempt backfired. The crowd that once cheered now saw her as money-hungry, untrustworthy, and unfunny. So how did 2024's most beloved internet figure become its biggest disappointment in under 6 months? Tonight, we uncover Haley Welch's journey, from viral gold to scandal-ridden downfall. One June evening in Nashville, a messy-haired girl with a southern twang casually shouted a goofy phrase, and the internet imploded. Haley Welch, a nobody working at a Tennessee spring factory, had no clue that yelling "Hawk Tuah" would open the door to fame and misfortune. Within 48 hours, the clip spread like wildfire. 18 million views, nearly 500,000 likes. The phrase "Hawk Tuah" swept TikTok, X, and Instagram. People slapped it on shirts, mixed it into music, even tattooed it, crowning her a new cultural icon. But as the world obsessed, Haley stayed quiet. She didn't post. She disappeared. And the internet did what it always does: searched for answers, spun wild theories, and obsessed over her silence. Finally, when the pressure boiled over, Haley appeared on a podcast. There, she debunked rumors and opened up about her past, a tough childhood without parents, raised by her grandmother in the small town of Belfast.
My mama a kid, you don't want her.
Is she an actual kid? Really?
Yeah, I'm a baby.
Are you?
Suddenly, the internet saw a human beneath the meme. For the first time, Haley realized this viral attention could become real income.
So it's like everybody else is making money off of it with merchandise, and he's making money off videos. It's like, that's not fair. Like, it's me, why am I not making any money? So I went and I got all my act together, and here I am.
Determined to steer her own destiny, Haley brought on a manager and started selling Hawk Tuah hats, raking in $65,000 within days. A partnership with Spencer's earned her $30,000 for a nightclub appearance. Jake Paul hailed her as iconic. TMZ wouldn't leave her alone. Even Eminem referenced her in his album promo. But just as her fame peaked, the cracks began to show. Haley had a falling out with the same street interview channel that launched her stardom.
Have you talked to that dude? Have
That's
you
a
said
good
thank
question.
you?
Tell him thank you for what?
Making you famous?
Have you ever thanked that guy? Thank him. For what? For making you famous. She resisted creating an OnlyFans despite pressure from fans. She quit her job, moved to Hollywood, and went all in on a new podcast called Hawk Tuah. The debut episode with Whitney Cummings drew 2 million views, but many were just there to laugh at her. The following episodes flopped. Some barely reached 30,000 views. The public's love vanished. Sensing the shift, Haley switched gears. She launched a dog charity, Paws Across America, trying to raise funds and spread hope. Some praised it. Others rolled their eyes, calling it a PR stunt. Regardless, Haley was fighting to stay relevant, to prove she wasn't just a joke. Because when fame is built on a meme, It only takes one comment to tear it all down. Just as things looked promising, the charity gaining support, the podcast stabilizing, media leaning in, Haley made a fatal move. But greed doesn't stop, and Haley couldn't resist the spotlight. The Hawk Tuah Girl took one more shot, and it blew up in her face. So much so, people started calling her the poster child of online greed. A girl who rose on one absurd phrase and exploited every second of it, all while a shady network profited in the background. It all began with vague podcast hints and mentions of being inspired by Michael Saylor.
So after I saw Michael Saylor speak at the Bitcoin conference, I have decided to start putting some money into crypto, and I just want to say, oh my God, thank you so much, Mr. Saylor.
That's when Hawk Tuah Coin was born, a crypto token supposedly honoring her viral moment. But in truth, it was just another meme coin, one of hundreds, used by influencers to cash in on people's ignorance.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
Haley proudly unveiled it on Twitter like she'd created something groundbreaking. In just 3 hours, its market cap exploded to $490 million, and just as fast, it plummeted by 91%, as violently as her infamous spit. Small investors were left devastated. Fans who'd supported her, bought her merch, and tuned into her podcast were stunned. Analysts discovered that insiders siphoned off $3.3 million, and 17% of the token supply had been pre-allocated to 285 early wallets, most of which dumped their tokens immediately. $1.5 million in fees, and a crash from $500 million in value, the internet erupted in outrage. But not everyone was laughing. CoffeeZilla, the internet's biggest scam investigator, went in hard. "This is one of the worst, most pathetic launches I've ever seen," he said. Why was she involved? Because of the profits. That's the link. Haley and her team fired back.
Pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. That's defamation.
But CoffeeZilla wasn't done. He showed blockchain data from Bubble Maps, proving that 96% of the tokens were held by the team, then split among smaller wallets, indicating insider trading. The Hawk Tuah team denied giving away coins or rewarding influencers, but the evidence told a different story.
Obviously a screenshot of a lot of sells from insiders who did not have to pay. How did you get free tokens? Well, you were an insider, right?
That one question cut deep. With $2.8 million raised before launch, the team had targeted inexperienced fans, people who didn't understand charts or crypto markets. Who even falls for this, you might wonder? CoffeeZilla said this wasn't aimed at investors, it was aimed at fans, people who'd never touched crypto. They just thought, free tokens? Cool. I'm in. And just like that, they were trapped. He even cited internal Hawk Tuah docs.
Someone just made over $1 million on fee. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora pools, and that goes to, yes, the creator, right?
Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch.
In the crypto space, it was another typical scam. But for Haley, it was career suicide. Jake Paul walked away. Her podcast became a joke. She tried to explain in a now-deleted episode, but choked up and went silent.
Thank you to all my true fans and all the people that actually watch my stuff and they keep up with me. We're trying to sort out all the pieces and stuff to get all this figured out and make everything right. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
No, don't cry, don't cry. You're adorable.
Just give us a minute.
Okay. It's gonna be okay.
But this story isn't only about Haley. Behind every market crash are real victims. One lost $116,695. Another, down $5,000, said, "I thought Hawk Tuah would make me rich. Turns out I just got spat on." When a federal lawsuit was filed in New York, Haley Welch vanished. No podcast. No explanation. Silence. You'd think her run was over, like Salt Bae or Liver King. But shockingly, months later, Haley reappeared, reigniting outrage with zero remorse. No apology. No emotional video. Just a new TikTok upload.
Breaking news. Haley Welch. Shocking
Haley Welch dead.
The Hawk Tuah Girl has died.
Hawk Tuah Girl is pregnant. Breaking news. The Hawk Tuah Girl is not missing. She's pregnant.
Oh my God.
But the tone had changed. The audience wasn't laughing anymore. The comments were brutal. Think this is a movie? Scam Tuah. disappear already. Once hailed as a cultural icon, she now looked like a joke gone on too long. Haley offered her excuse. She'd been focusing on mental health, felt alone, struggled to speak out. But her return oddly aligned with a major update. The SEC officially closed its investigation into Hawk Tuah Girl. Her lawyer, James Sulla, confirmed she'd face no charges or penalties. Haley, feeling vindicated, immediately restarted her Talk Tuah podcast, sharing her side with a nervous smile. I was investigated by the FBI and SEC. I was told to stay quiet. What more could I have done? But she misjudged how deeply people felt betrayed.
I did not make a dime off of it. Everything I paid for, like PR crisis, a new lawyer. So, I mean, I've really come out with nothing.
And her answer clashed with reports from The Hollywood Reporter. They revealed she earned $125,000 in promotions and held 10% of the token supply, even if it was locked. While she wasn't sued personally, her name remains tied to ongoing cases against Over Here Limited, the Moon Foundation, and others, with total claims exceeding $150,000. Haley now plays the victim. She compares herself to Paris Hilton selling products she doesn't make. I was just the face, she says. I didn't mint the coin. As for the damages, she downplays them. Only $180,000 was real money. The rest was between other people. But that statement broke trust. Because unlike Paris Hilton, Haley attached her name to a currency that left people with nothing. Take Marlene, a 74-year-old from Florida, living with 3 dogs. She'd never invested in anything. But she believed in Haley, a dog lover raising funds for a shelter. I didn't want to get rich, she wrote on Reddit. I just wanted to help. Now my money and my faith are gone. It wasn't greed that fooled her. It was trust. And betrayal like that cuts deeper than any scam. Imagine a single mom in Texas scraping by, hoping to invest in her kid's future after a TikTok clip. A college freshman dropping out, thinking he'd struck gold. A veteran putting his pension into tokens, hoping for a win. They didn't just lose cash. They lost faith, in people, in kindness, in something real. Social media doesn't forget that kind of pain. On X, debates rage. A few users, like Uncle Mike Allen, defend her, saying she wasn't charged. But most agree, not guilty doesn't mean innocent. Influencers might claim ignorance, but that ignorance costs real lives. The problem isn't just a worthless coin. It's what Haley Welch now represents. The lesson that as long as you go viral, you can say or sell anything, no matter who it hurts. After Talk Tuah, she tried to repair her image at a Nashville event, where the mayor unveiled a plaque marking the spot where she said her iconic line. It was meant to honor her cultural moment. But a metal plaque can't erase moral failure. Beneath every post, comments cut deep. Are those sneakers paid for with our tears? Every dinner you eat, someone else loses rent money. Though she escaped legal trouble, the internet's judgment lasts forever. Haley Welch is no longer a beloved meme. She's a punchline. In It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, a character named Hawk Tuah Girl parroted her, mocking her with the phrase, "Chew on that." What was once fame has become shame. Yet Haley still clings to her past. She judges bikini contests, posts TikToks, chases the same spark, but it doesn't land. Under one clip, someone wrote, "This feels like a last-ditch effort, and you're still only getting 14K views in a day." Sad. A year after shouting, Hawk Tuah, Haley's brand is lifeless. Her post-meme hustle didn't just fail, it made her a cautionary tale. She's no longer a quirky legend. She's proof that once the applause ends, there's nothing left but silence. And if the money dries up, the Hawk Tuah necklace might come off, replaced by her old factory uniform, right back where it all began.